Our excellent adventure begins. Tell me a story.
My name is Michael.
My name's Anthony.
It's like about a half an inch longer. You still gotta get those kegs.
Come at me, you old bitch.
Eat this damn scene. That's the show, everybody. Good evening and welcome to M&A's Excellent Adventures, where my name is Michael.
My name is Anthony.
And we're gonna
Tell you a story. And no, we're not vaping in our studio. It's fucking cold. Whoop, whoop. We have a whole heater system right here, so our buns are lukewarm.
Yeah,
and
they
everything
are.
else is freezing.
You ever want Luke's warm buns? That'd be a good. that's a good bakery name.
Well, I was gonna say that's a good Star Wars fanfic
That
title.
would be
Luke's warm buns.
buns.
So we're off to a good start.
That's awesome.
So the things we do for you, listener.
The things we do for you.
If you're listening, this means nothing to you. But if you're watching the video, you're gonna see us breathing some O's.
Anthony, I'm smoking.
Oh,
Aren't I
like the
cool as
elementary
fuck?
school kids at the bus stop.
Aren't I so fucking cool?
You're so cool.
Listen
You're
here.
smoking.
If you smoke, you're gonna die. So how cool is that, fucker?
That's pretty metal. That is pretty metal. It's been too long. I'm so happy we're back in
Yes.
business here.
Uh-oh.
Michael, for our listeners who are like, what did I just stumble upon? Tell them, what do we do on this show?
We tell stories. What kind of stories do we tell?
Improvised stories. Well, loosely improvised. Michael this week is the host, and he has a premise for me. So he has a character, he has a general setup of the storyline, but we're just going to kind of fuddle through it and tell you a completely classic, original story, never been done before, not by any other famous actors, just these two famous actors.
Especially you,
Will Arnett. Is that where you're going
That's
with that?
exactly where I was
Perfect.
going with it.
So the things
Weird
the
originals.
things we do for our listeners, we will freeze in the North Dakota winters outside in the garage, and we'll be happy. We'll do it with a smile because we are so thrilled because we have such a good story. But before we get to that story, Michael, what do you have in store for us to open up today?
Well, since we're talking about the weather, what I'd like to talk about, you know, the whole. Have you seen A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. You know, where the little kid like licks the pole.
It's called where the kid licks the pole.
Where he licks the pole and then it like gets stuck. Like, and you heard that when you were a
Oh
kid.
yeah, like
don't
cold
do that.
weather.
So what
Cold
I wanted
weather.
to talk about, don't lick my pole or you might get stuck. No,
Or as
what-
Barry B. Benson would say, don't lick my pole or you will get stung. Because he's a bee. If you didn't get it, you do now.
God.
Anyways, off to the races.
Yeah, no. Something that's been in my circle, squared circle, if you will,
Squared circle.
is
I know where you're getting
you know
at.
where I'm getting
okay.
at. Spoiler alert! Which, if you don't know this, then you're way behind. CM Punk is back.
Yeah,
in
he
the
is.
WWE.
I learned who he was today when Michael
Holy
briefed me
shit.
that he was talking about this.
Yeah, that
I-
meant nothing to Anthony.
I do got to say, there's some pretty deep lore happening in the
Yes.
WWE space right now.
Oh, dude, it's
Oh, yeah.
fucking bananas.
It's bonanzas.
Like, it's the talk of the town because a lot of it being some of the reactions from the other superstars on the roster. People don't really know what's real. People don't really know what's story, and that makes for some good fucking wrestling. So I'm here for it.
Are you okay, random question.
Yeah, go for it.
So WWE,
Yeah.
scripted, not scripted, mix of both.
It's a mix of both.
It's kind of like this. It's
kind-
improvised.
it
It's
very
this.
much is
It's
like
basically
this,
what we do.
actually, yeah.
They stole our show.
They stole our show. Come on,
The WWE,
McMahon.
the WWE stole the premise of our show.
And then his Excellent Adventures. What the fuck? Why are we getting paid WWE and Will Arnett money when these fuckers are coming around and stealing our shit?
They took our show. They took our show.
So
We're basically the WWE
we are
of
basically
improv.
the WWE of improv.
Anyways,
But yeah, so I mean, it for all of you listeners out there who aren't familiar, a little thing called kayfabe is basically what the story. Like kayfabe is your character. Kayfabe is the storylines, and so there's a lot of tradition, there's a lot of lore. You don't break kayfabe; it's like not a good thing to do. But everybody knows. They watch the show and they're like, obviously these people aren't.
kayfabe?
Kayfabe is the term.
Oh, for what does that stand for?
It's just the word.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, Fabe. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my fucking god! But it's so much fun when we don't know what's kayfabe and what's real because that's because everybody knows. Like, going
Sure.
into it, it's like, yeah, they're not actually burying each other alive. This is scripted, but it's just fun entertainment. But then when a moment happens where you're like, wait a minute, but was that supposed to happen? Was that real? And then nobody knows and nobody has an answer. That's fucking, now I have to watch.
That's
now I
baller.
have to tune in because I need to know what the fuck is going on.
And so we have somebody who was banned from the WWE, essentially, right? Coming back. Is that what's happening? Because he left.
spiritually, it was not on great terms. He was fired. There was a lot of animosity, and
It's
then,
like he left the restaurant mid-shift, right? Like
Yes.
it's pretty fucked.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
and then was welcomed back. With
I'm glad
open
you thought that was a
arms.
really good
That
analogy.
is actually a really good analogy.
I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares, and that just happened
Literally,
last night.
like hell froze over.
Oh,
Like it was.
okay.
There were people who were like, yeah, if CM Punk ever comes back to the WWE, I'll fucking retire. That's never going to happen. Like, that was the
Damn.
attitude, and nobody knew it was going to happen. Like, usually there's leaks, usually there's hints that people know of a big return.
Sure.
Nobody fucking knew. And so it's been a huge deal just because it's been like, there's just so much buzz, and it was so exciting, and it was so like, holy fucking shit. Like I said, hell froze over. So it's yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
well,
been-
thanks for
so
sharing.
that's
Thanks for
been-
sharing. I'm
yeah.
excited for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We should have a watch party soon.
We
so
should.
so you can fill me in on the lore a little bit more. I've only
that's
watched WWE once. That was WrestleMania, I think.
Yeah, WrestleMania Night 1.
That was
of
huge.
2023.
That was huge.
It was fun.
That was fun.
It was a good time.
Very fun. I wish I could have watched part 2, but I had something
Part
going
2
on
was
that day. But
Yeah.
anyways, cool.
Cool. Well, Anthony.
On that note,
Yeah. Anything that you kind of want to get off your chest, or do you want to have come on your chest?
well, it's funny you say "come on my chest"
Come
because
on
I've
my
been watching
chest.
a lot of To Catch a Predator recently. Chris Hansen has a podcast I've been binge watching the past couple weeks. That was gonna be my original topic. I was like, no, I don't know if Michael watches any of that. Do you watch any of that?
Any To Catch a Predator?
Well, yeah.
I've seen.
He has
I
a
don't watch it.
He
but
has a
I know it.
podcast
I'm familiar.
called Hansen, Predators I've Caught.
Sure.
And it's been going, I guess, since the pandemic.
Does he interview the predators?
So here's the thing. I am on episode like 100 and something, and he's only heard back from 2, and both of them said, "Fuck you, Chris." Like almost
Okay.
verbatim.
I'm like,
on
wouldn't
the
that be
phone.
wild?
No, he talks about a specific predator, what happened behind the scenes, but also what he was thinking during the time, and he also dives into the chat logs. But yeah, he at the end he's always like, "Yep." And I reached out to them at this number. Here's their voicemail, and it was like, "Hi, you've reached Jeff Sokol." Blah 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 blah. Whatever. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, he hasn't called me back yet, so I guess we're not." But one person, their parents picked up and said, "Fuck you, Chris. Don't call this number again." And then another person picked up a couple episodes later and said, "You're getting rich off of us. Don't fucking call me again, Chris."
Well,
So-
you tried to fuck a kid, so
yeah, right. I wish we could get some meatier interviews with them again, but a lot of them don't. Anyways,
Man,
that's aside the point. That's a different podcast. If Chris Hansen wants to improv with us someday, that'd be pretty sick.
that'd be pretty
But,
sick. I'll be a predator for Chris Hansen.
You'll be a predator for Chris. No, Chris
Just-
Hansen has to play the predator.
Holy shit.
He would
That's
be the best.
premise.
He would
That's
be the best.
premise. If Chris
Because-
Hansen's on the show, he has to play a fucking predator. Maybe not like that. Like, let's not, like, maybe we won't go there, but it'll
No.
sort of
He
predator.
plays a wolf
Yes.
hunting. He's a different kind of
I was
predator.
thinking like the predator, like the
okay.
dreads.
No, I wouldn't think sexual. Brad,
No.
we can't say that.
No.
No, he's a wolf or some
like a
sort of
wolf.
preying animal.
Yeah. He's a lion.
Anyways,
And he just
Michael-
keeps talking about how everybody else is sheep. That's
Yeah.
the fucking premise.
That's the
That's
premise.
his character. He's
This is a
fucking
very loaded- we've really
insufferable
diverted.
alpha. Sorry. Anyway,
What kind of show do we run?
just shit talking celebrities and talking about them doing stupid shit.
I love Chris Hansen.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's great.
He's a good dude.
We should order him a cameo.
We should order him a Chris
Or-
Hansio.
Yes. Okay.
On that note,
You're the host, so you guys.
you're goddamn right. I'm the host. Well, Anthony, we'll have some more to chit chat about. Excuse me. We'll have some more to chit chat about.
What was that cough?
I don't know. I inhaled and it was dry.
I guess.
We'll have
Moving
some,
the heater closer to me.
we'll have some more. Yeah, please. And we'll have some more to talk about after the story. But I think I can hear through the telepathic connection that I have with our listeners and the interviewing connection I have with our watchers, viewers. And right now, they're twiddling their thumbs, they're skittling their dums, and they're triddling their thumbs because they are just itching and scratching and saying.
I'm just fucking with the remote here, too.
Tell me a story.
So for those who aren't familiar, this will be a great one for them to
So
join.
fucking, we're not like high or anything.
No.
This
We're not one
energy.
of those like stupid bros bullshitting podcasts.
Yeah, we're
There's-
fucking serious.
There's way
It's
too
about
many of
business.
those. No, we are serial here.
Serial podcasters, professional
Well,
fucking.
We're actually
Guy.
an episodic podcasters.
Nice!
We're not
Let's
serial
fucking
podcasters.
Go! Anthony,
Michael.
your character. Let's talk about your character.
Okay.
Thigh-slappin Jack Powers is your character.
So wait, my full name is Thigh-slappin Jack Powers?
That's right.
All right.
That's what you go by. Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Powers, but it's thigh-slappin Jack
Thigh-slappin
Powers.
Jack Powers.
Okay.
Wait one sec. Thigh-slappin Jack Powers. Wait one sec. Thigh... Oh man. Okay. So we're back. I broke my Mac.
All right, thigh-slappin Jack Powers.
Okay.
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 Thigh-slappin Jack Powers.
Almost lost it, but we're good. You're a world famous professional wrestler.
Okay.
Wrestler, if you will.
Oh, that's why we're talking
That's why
about
we're
the
talking about-
WWE. I saw the
Yes.
connection. Okay. I had an inkling. Okay.
I don't know what that was. You live and breathe kayfabe,
Okay.
meaning you never break character, always eager to dish out your famous catchphrase. Now, part of this too, you had me throw many a catchphrase out last.
That's right,
Last episode here, so I thought
did.
I'd get you back a little bit, but you only have to come up with one.
Yo, I am editing that episode right now, and I can't stop cracking up because I forgot what it was, and then I was like, oh shit. And you just come out here with random catchphrase. Anyways, that's the last episode. Make sure you check that out.
Check
this
it
is
out.
this episode.
This is
if you
this
forgot.
episode, but
Okay.
I'm throwing the catchphrase back.
So I live and
at
breathe
Anthony.
kayfabe. I'm glad you clarified kayfabe.
Yes, so you live and
Okay.
breathe kayfabe.
Okay.
You never break character.
Never break character.
Always eager to dish out your famous
Okay,
catchphrase.
sure.
Always.
Like, we're
eager to
Hulk
dish it
Hoganing
out.
this shit.
Wait, yes.
You got
sir.
it. Okay. Sure,
All right.
sure.
So we set the scene.
Oh, okay.
You just-
I think we need to change the color.
We do. We'll change it up there. Red's good.
Red's good.
Red's good.
Let's do a little red.
So we-
Video listeners.
It's just the end of the match. Actually, you're hitting
Oh.
your spots. You're getting through there. You're hitting the ropes. There we go. You're hulking up, brother. You're getting there. Let's go.
Let's go.
And you hit your finishing move on him. And you pin him. 4, 1, 2, 3.
That's what we're motherfucking talking about. I'm Slappin Jack Powers.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good voice.
Here's your winner, Thigh-slappin Jack
Powers. That's me. Slappin' coming for you.
Everyone's going bananas. Wild. You win the championship. It's a huge moment of your career. You're thigh-slapping Jack, and you are feeling jacked. Slapping your thighs.
I'm slapping my thighs and I'm slapping my opponent's thighs.
You're just slapping. You go
HR
around
is on the
instead
side.
of high-fiving the fans around the ring. You're
You go-
you're just slapping
way
thighs all the way down.
HR is sitting in the corner just shaking their head like, oh, I gotta clean this up.
Yeah, fucking public relations is just like, oh my god. So we fast forward,
Next.
and you're at the post-match press conference here, and you're ready to answer some questions about your recent victory. Mr. Powers, Mr. Slappin Jack, Thigh-slap, Mr. Powers, Mr. Powers.
How about you right there? And I slap their thigh. Just boom.
Oh, fuck. Hi, this is Jeremy with PWEG Insider. So congratulations on your big victory, of course. So, thigh slapping is your whole thing. I mean, it's defined your career as slapping thighs. So tonight, could you really dig in deeper into how thigh slapping played a role in capturing your victory tonight?
Well, I'm really glad you asked that question. So when it comes to slapping thighs, I start low and then I start high, okay? It's really important and vital to my role, mostly because people least expect it. Anyone can do a left hook or a right hook or a, bungee jump diaper slam. But when it comes to slapping thighs, when they face me, they have no clue what's coming. I could be going for the left thigh. I could be going for the right. I could be going for their eyes and thighs. And so this spontaneity is what keeps me going. It's what keeps me fresh. It's what keeps me dangerous. I'm Jack Powers.
Oh, Mr. Powers, Mr. Powers,
Yes.
Thigh slap. Yeah.
You right there.
Hi. Yes, this is Dominic with Cultaholic Wrestling. So congratulations on your big victory tonight, champ. We were rooting for you the whole time. So, obviously we want to live in the moment. We want to live in the now. But what's next for Thigh-slappin Jack? I mean, you've reached the mountaintop. Is there any more room for you to grow?
Any more room for me to grow? There is only a handful of opponents, I think, who are worthy of facing me. Ultimately, the hardest opponents are those who lack thighs. Unfortunately, ever since the accident, my last opponent no longer has thighs for me to slap, so it makes it really awkward. I try to go for what's left. You know what I'm talking about, Footless Dan. You remember
Fuck
Footless
you,
Dan?
Power Jack.
Yeah, Footless Dan. I knew he was in here. All right. Sometimes I go for a slap on you and accidentally, nut tap you. Anyways. Sorry, the original question. Any mountains I can't climb? No. You can always put your mind to it. One thigh at a time.
Mountain climbing. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Powers, thigh jack and slap jack, that slapping, thigh slapping. Hi there. What Culture Wrestling here. Say, congratulations, champ. Super stoked for you. So you slapped the thighs off of Jumpin' Jack
Yes.
crime and smack.
Yes.
tonight.
I remember that vividly.
Yeah,
Yes.
brutal. But what happens? Do you think that you sometimes maybe depend on thigh slapping too much? Do you think that you'd be able to be where you're at if it weren't for slapping thighs?
I think if we lived in a world where I couldn't slap thighs, there would not be any thigh slapping Jack Powers. There would just be Jack Powers. And
Oh yeah.
not only have I made a national identity of myself slapping thighs, but if there was a world where I didn't slap thighs, I'd probably take something a little meatier. The only problem is butt slapping Jack Powers just didn't really, didn't roll off the tongue as much as thigh slapping. Also, slapping is just really important to my brand. Like I said, if I didn't slap, I would no longer have the catchphrase "slabba-dabba-doo" coming for you. So,
Mr. Powers, right
yes,
over here,
yes,
right over here.
Yep.
Hey, this is Brock from Parts Unknown.
Okay.
Congrats on your victory tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you said slabba-dabba-doo, Jack's coming for you. No, I'm so sorry.
Slabba-dabba-doo.
No, this is embarrassing.
I'm coming for you.
I'm so sorry.
And then I jump off of the chair, slap the fuck out of his thighs. And don't you forget.
I'm so sorry.
Next question. And I crawl back onto my chair.
He's just crying, he's just whimpering, and
The medics come on in and they carry him out in a stretcher.
Yes. Hi there. I have a question for you.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Hey. Congrats, champ. This is Big D from All Elite Wrestling Journals.
Oh.
I saw you slapping thighs out there, but have you ever considered there might be a set of thighs you've never come across that maybe you couldn't slap? And what's your move? You slap a thigh and you get nothing. Then what happens then? Huh? Champ? Chief? You feeling tough?
That is a very difficult question to answer.
Oh my god, he turned his hat backwards. Turn it backwards.
There have been a handful of thighs where I saw them from afar and I couldn't slap. Some would say they're the thighs that got away. Every day I wake up, I hope I see them again so I could try to give them a good slap. I've never experienced thighs I couldn't slap, but I know that there are thighs I've wanted to slap but couldn't slap, if that makes sense.
Oh my god,
So not to get too deep here, but just leveling with you. Very good question.
So brave.
I can't think with my hat like this.
That's all right. Hey, everybody. That's going to be it for questions. Let's give it up for Slappin Jack, slapping thighs, right? Slapping thighs, Jack Powers.
Slabba-dabba-doo coming for you.
Thigh slapping Jack. That was pretty good. Slabba-dabba-doo, I'm coming for you. Good shit, Jack. Hey, let's get out there. You're going to hit the showers. You're going to, do whatever and just kind of...
You tap my arm.
Yeah, because we're good. We're going to get going, right?
Hey, I gesture to my thigh.
Jesus. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go fucking clean up. Go get your shit together, Jack. This is... Oh, my God. Oh, man. Yeah, not everything has to be thigh slapping. All right, Jack. Okay.
And there's just a steam cloud coming from the showers.
Hey, who's in there? Is that, that sounds kind of bitchly to me. who's ever showering in there? It sounds kind of
You
bitchly.
must not know who I am.
And then I turn the shower water from hot to ice cold, and I stare him directly in the eyes.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah,
I
you
know
do.
you.
And I slap both my thighs.
Thigh-slappin Jack Powers. Well, we've never met before, brother, but
But you know all about me.
I know all about you, but you must not know about me. And I rip my pants off. Let me introduce you. Thunder Thighs Tommy Jives. And I flex my thighs, and they both go boom, boom, boom.
And there's a sonic wave that hits me. You just feel it a little bit like,
Oh. Thunder Thighs, Mr. Jives.
Tommy Jives.
Oh, Tommy Jives.
And let me tell you, Tommy don't speak no jive. Boom, boom.
Tommy Jives, more like Tommy Dies.
And I slap you in the face. How dare you? Look here, brother. You don't know who you're talking to. My thighs are unslappable.
Yeah, let's see. And I go,
And I block your slap.
whoa.
my hand is smoking.
How'd you do that?
Tommy Jives always survives. Thunder thighs. Bam, bam.
That's not possible.
And I go in for another slap.
And I grab your arm.
Oh.
There will be no thigh slapping for these gams. And I spin you away.
Oh, I always knew this day would come. I just wasn't expecting it to come so quick.
Speaking of coming quick, I got somewhere to be, Jack. So why don't you mosey on through, and I'm gonna hit the sack. Thunder thighs out.
Yeah,
And
go
you-
fuck
I
yourself.
moonwalk. So you pack up your bags and you start walking out of the building towards your hotel. You're going down a dark, sketchy alleyway to get to your hotel.
Stupid fucking night. What a stupid name. Tommy.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey, buddy. All right, look, nobody gets hurt here. You just give me your money. Give me all your shit, all right?
oh.
All right. And I reach into my pocket
Oh, hey.
and I
hey,
have
hey.
an empty hand.
Were
And
you
I
fucking
slap
dumb?
his fucking
Oh, shit! Oh, what the fuck?
Oh.
What are you doing? How did... Wait,
Do you know who I am?
you're about to be fucking dead. You're about to die if you...
And I go in for
Shit.
another slap. Boom!
Oh,
But
fuck! Oh,
I slap the leg his gun is on, and he shoots himself in the leg.
oh, fuck!
That's what they call me.
And he's like limping away.
Thigh-slappin Jack
Shit.
Powers.
Oh, you're fucking crazy, man. You're sick.
Crazy's not even the beginning of who I am.
I pick up a rock and I try to throw it at you from a distance, very pathetically.
Buddy, I've had a very bad evening.
Fuck you, slapping Jack, thigh slapping.
And I slap the rock down, just
bitch. Ah! And it fucking bounces back and hits me in the face. Oh!
No, go on back to your hobbit hole before I Frodo your Loki. Whatever the expression is.
So I crawl down a little hole in the side of the wall. so slapping. I slapping Jack Power. He still got it in him. Still got it in him. Didn't let Thunder Thighs get on his nerves there. So he makes it to his hotel and he decided to check in. Hi there. Can I help you, sir?
One room, thigh slapping Jack Powers.
Thigh. You said your first name. I don't have a thigh.
Try Powers, comma Jack.
Sorry, your system's slow.
Look, I've had a very long evening.
I
Someone
understand.
just tried to stop me out there.
I understand. It's no
I
need to get.
met a man who I couldn't touch his thighs.
Okay.
That was the worst of it.
Look, I understand, but I'm I don't need to know that kind of information. I don't need to know about thigh touching or anything there. I'm just
No, you don't
trying
get
to find it. Sure.
He wouldn't let me touch his thighs. I've never had a man reject me so hard
Okay, but
with his thighs.
it's good to respect people when they ask you not to touch their thighs.
So, am I going to get my room, or are you just going to lecture me all day?
Well, our system is just taking some time.
Oh, I'll take some time. And I raise my hand, go right towards the guy behind the desk, and I type thigh into the computer. T-H-I-G-H. And I slap those keys, just T-H-I-G-H. And then the computer boots up. Just
What? Yeah. There it is.
Yes.
Okay.
I told you.
Okay.
Okay.
Just careful of thighs, man. That's just be cool. Okay. There you go. Here, how many keys do you need? How many?
One will be
How many?
fine. One will be just fine.
Okay. Just a moment here. Just takes, system takes some time sometimes. It's just that, man, it's kind of running a little slow today. Apologize. I'm sorry. Apologize. Come on, man. Oh, hey. It's okay, sir. Just relax.
And then he just ruptures in the hotel lobby. He just
Did somebody say my name?
Tommy Jives. I should have gotten 2 hotel keys. One for you, and then one for your body when I'm done with you.
Oh, wow, sir. Look, this is a respectable establishment.
I don't think you understand.
I
And he goes in for a slap.
and I. Looks like I rattled your cage a little bit there,
No.
sonny boy.
Not at all.
Ready for the Thunder Thigh Claps.
Jack Powers versus Tommy Jives. Fight! And he hops. I hop on the concierge desk, and I go in for a monster slap. It's a straight down aerial attack. You're never gonna expect it.
And I catch it.
shot. You catch it between
I catch
your
it
thighs.
between the thighs. Thigh squeeze.
And I go in for a thunder tap, which is what happens when you tap your finger really hard on the thigh. So instead of slapping my whole hand, I just go.
And it's like Dragon Ball Z style, like just boom, and like we both fly backwards from it.
And I take my hotel
down.
key and I flick it straight towards you, and it goes towards your face.
And I do a backflip and clap my thighs, and the force wave from my clap sends it back.
Oh. All right.
You're not gonna get to slapping my claps.
I think the only way we can solve this is if I slap them cheeks. And I go for something different than the thighs.
What?
I go
What is he doing?
straight towards his ass. And I slap it so hard that you have 4 butt cheeks.
Just the ripple is just boom.
You got a second ass crack. I never knew there was other things to slap. This unlocks so many more possibilities.
I can't bring my thighs together.
And going sicko mode, I go in for another slap straight for the face. Just wow. This is exhilarating. This is unbelievable. I can't believe it's taking me this long.
Come on, thighs.
And
Get to clapping.
I go in for a final slap.
Come on.
I do a back line with my hand. Tommy Jives, prepare to lose your
climbs, and I slap your testicles as hard as I can, and both of them just fly in opposite direction.
And then,
Your penis is still
replays, like,
intact,
3
but you're
times.
yeah.
How do you like them lack of apples, Tommy?
I tap out. You win.
You don't need to tap out. You didn't even tap in.
And I take my hotel room key, pop up my collar.
The concierge like lifts himself up from the back of the desk. Who are you?
Me? I'm Slappin Thighs Jack Powers.
So the police show up. Fast forward, you're in court. Because you absolutely, both of you, broke several laws.
Well, I gotta get my formals on. Let me zip up my coat. Ooh. All right. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. We see the defendant, thigh-slappin Jack Powers, and the prosecutor here. So you have been charged with several counts of property damage, of thigh damage.
Yes.
And I've never seen this charge before. I didn't
Sure.
know it existed.
Sure.
But fissure edition, where you added a crack to someone's ass.
That is definitely some of my finer work. Yes. Thank you, Judge. I'm glad you have tuned into the show here.
So how do you plead?
Oh, I mean, like any reasonable person would, I plead, slab-a-dab-a-doo, coming for you.
And scene.
I didn't want to say guilty or not guilty because I think he was in the right there. That was an unexpected ending.
You definitely are getting arrested because you just fucking destroyed a hotel lobby and created another ass crack for someone.
That was surprisingly really quick and fun. I really loved it.
That was pretty quick. Pretty easy.
Was my name Thigh-slappin Jack
It was
Powers?
Thigh-slappin. I fucked it up like
I think I fucked it up,
immediately,
too.
and so
What
then
was
it's Thigh-slappin Jack Powers.
Okay.
And I kept
And you are Thunder Thighs Tommy Jives.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
kept calling you Slappin Jack, and then I would get fucked up, and I'd be like Slappin Jack Thighs Powers Slappin Thighs Jack.
I really fucking hope someone was walking by and they just hear you slapping your thighs, saying, oh. It sounded so fucking sexual. Just two guys just doing this.
Jack Powers, let me see what you got.
Did that not occur to you, Michael? Was that not your intention? No fucking way, that wasn't your intention. I literally looked at the camera and went, that sounds
right
so
now.
fucking bad.
I knew that was. I knew it could sound that way. I did not think of other people potentially listening.
I was just hoping somebody comes home from a long day at work. They're just like, just another day at the office.
Catch these
Jack
thunders.
Powers, these thunder thighs, Jack Powers.
Some fucking crazy BDSM shit's happening in here.
In the cold?
In the cold. Dude, people are wacky here in the north. Like, I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Best part of the episode right there for me. That's the best part. It is just how provocative that sounded. I can't wait to hear the playback on that shit.
I thought it was funny. I was imagining somebody sitting there fucking just clapping their thighs together. And I was like, oh, that's silly.
That's kind of silly. little
Meanwhile, on the
wacky.
other side of the wall, someone's like, damn, someone's getting fucking railed on the other side over here. Holy shit.
Anyways, what was your favorite part, Michael?
Was it Slap Dabba 2? I'm coming for you.
I do think the opening like line or two that I had, the best fucking wrestler voice I could have thrown on right there. That was, I think I embodied the character the moment we set up in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Stop sounding like you're
I'm sorry.
just
I'm
pain.
fucking exhausted from giggling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm Jack Powers. The best part is that
Call
like
me
I'm right
Jack
in
Powers.
Michael's ears right now.
Call me Jack Powers, Thunder Thighs. Fuck. This is gonna get us the fan art we've been craving. This episode.
I would pay so much money for some fan art. I might just throw this into fucking like
If somebody
Doll-E, just like Jack Powers and Thunder Thighs
if somebody
go hog wild.
if somebody can illustrate up some like anime Anthony and I and have like Anthony saying call me Jack Powers Thunder Thighs and have me like super blushing like go all out with it like
Michael,
please we will
I'm gonna
put
draw
that
this.
shit up
I
here.
will- That sounds great.
That sounds fucking awesome.
All right.
Okay.
So, Michael.
Anthony, we had some other shit we want to talk about.
Well, this is way better than I could have anticipated this going. I don't know. I mean, like, speaking of fighting,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to segue out of this somehow. You've seen Scott Pilgrim, right? At some point,
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
movie
yeah,
with
yeah,
Michael Cera. Have you ever read the comics?
I've never read the comics.
Never read the
but
comics.
I've seen snippets of the comics.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
but I've never like sat and read it.
So
Them.
I watched the new Scott Pilgrim anime.
Yeah.
And every episode has this person plus this person fight, and I thought that worked pretty well with your wrestling shit,
that
which is
worked
cool.
really well.
But yeah, basically, you should watch the anime and go in with zero expectations because I went in with high expectations and was slightly less than satisfied. I was all right. I was like, at the
Sure.
end, I was like, it finally got, dude. Okay, picture this.
Okay.
8 episodes is a full anime season for this show.
Sure.
And the trailers made it look like it was just like the fucking comics.
Yeah.
The trailers were like, oh, hi, defeat my evil exes, whatever. Without spoiling anything, the first episode is the only one that's almost accurate to the comics.
Wow.
Because the whole thing is, and this isn't a spoiler, unless you want to watch it. Are you going to watch it?
I might.
At some point, you might watch
I might
the
give it a
opening
shot.
fucking episode. And this isn't a spoiler by any means because like, it happened like the first 20 minutes of the
Sure.
series, right?
Sure.
Scott disappears, and the whole story is from the perspective of everybody else. If there
Oh.
wasn't Scott,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the whole anime.
I don't think that's a good opener.
It's not a good opener at
Like,
all.
if you're gonna deviate, that's okay.
So yeah, spoiler alert.
But like,
it's still
why
worth a
open with
watch.
that? Sure.
Dude,
Sure.
I highly recommend watching. I know I said I was slightly like unsatisfied.
Sure.
I wish that it was a true adaptation, but I do like the overarching story. It's
Sure.
just one of those things where like, totally bait and switched me.
Sure.
Just
sure.
like how Thunder Thighs Tommy Jives baited and switched Jack Powers into slapping him and he gripped his thighs.
Yeah.
Just like that. Full
gripped his-
circle
yeah,
connection.
full- okay. So
Yes.
So you're more familiar with the content than I am in
Yes.
Scott Pilgrim. So how accurate is the movie to the comics?
The movie to the comics is accurate, like trimmed down. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like
It's like an abridged.
It's like an abridged,
Telling.
and there's like a B story. So like the Battle of the Bands thing that
Yeah.
they do, that doesn't actually happen in the comics, I don't think.
Okay. Okay.
They use that as a segue to like meet all the X's, but all the X's are fairly accurate. You know, like the story, the bits, like a lot of them are taken from the comics. So like
Sure.
Scott jumping out of a fucking window and Knives pops up like is Scott home and he jumps out the window. Fucking great scene. That's straight out of the comics, you know.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
But
Okay.
I'm sure Brian Lee O'Malley, the writer, was sick of doing adaptations of his same work. So he's like, oh, let's try something different.
Sure.
But why would the trailers be acting like it was normal? I don't know. It's just really
Yeah.
fucking weird. It came out of left field for
Sure.
me.
No,
but
that. Yeah.
maybe
that
I
would be
missed a
kinda-
trailer. But anyways, since you haven't watched it yet, I don't want to spoil anything. I want to talk about something super important.
Yes.
Some world event just occurred or will be occurring in 2 days, but was announced last week. GTA 6 is getting their official trailer on Tuesday. Woo-hoo! So it would have been like a week and a half ago for y'all
Yeah, very
watching,
recently.
right? But this is huge fucking news.
This is a pretty big deal.
You played GTA 5, right?
Oh yeah, I played
Yeah?
GTA 5.
Yeah, you finished the campaign?
Yeah.
You did all that thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So no spoilers there.
No, it was a long time ago, but yeah, Izzy Doll actually bullied me into getting it.
It's a good game.
It's a good. No, I'm glad he
fucking
did.
game.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's a good game.
I am so hyped. People are talking about leaks, and apparently, I've been avoiding as many leaks as possible. But apparently, the graphical. Have you played Red Dead 2?
I haven't.
Have
yet.
you seen the graphics on Red Dead 2 at
Yes.
least? And it looks fucking. It's a realistic fucking. Apparently, Grand Theft Auto 5 to Red Dead 2 is like a giant leap in graphical performance. Apparently, the jump between Red Dead 2 and GTA 6 is an even bigger jump. And keep in mind, GTA 5 came out on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Or came out on the PS3 and the 360.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you've seen a 360 game, right?
Yeah.
Or like a PS3? They're fucking bad graphics. Like compare.
Sure, compared to
I don't know, like any PS3 games. Like, do you have a PS3?
I have a 360.
You have a 360. Okay.
Yeah.
What games did you play on your 360?
Okay, Fable,
Sure.
Fallout, New
Sure.
Vegas, stuff like that. Yeah.
New Vegas looks stylistically all right,
But it's
dude, I played
Yeah.
Infamous. Have you ever played Infamous?
I've seen it played.
You've seen it played.
Yeah.
When I played Infamous in 2012, 2013, I thought that shit looked futuristic. I was like, this is so legit.
Yeah.
I played it again on a ROM because PlayStation has their subscription service. Dude, the graphics look fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But that was state of the art then.
Yeah.
That is the same console that GTA 5 came out on,
Yeah.
which is fucking weird to think
Yeah.
about.
Well, it's
so.
weird when I think because everybody played the shit out of Skyrim, and I remember
Yeah.
when Skyrim came out, and it was like, oh my fucking god,
That was
everything here looks
amazing.
unbelievable. And
Have
then
you seen classic Skyrim?
yeah, because after mods and like modded Anniversary Edition, and now I'm like, this looks okay.
Yeah.
And going back to like vanilla Skyrim is like,
It looks
this
scary.
looks really
The NPCs look like they're gonna kill you. They're
yeah, this doesn't look good compared.
awake.
Yeah,
just like, you know, the eyes are bugging out.
and
of
they're
this
just
fucking
bugging out. And, oh man, no,
Yeah.
but that's interesting. I'm excited to see what that
GTA
looks like
6.
because that's just unbelievable.
I am
and with the
stoked.
size. I mean, what are current gen consoles going to be able to run something if it's that huge?
I would assume so. My big thing is I don't think it's coming out on PS4 anymore. I think it's going to be PS5
no way.
plus,
Yeah,
you know.
it'll be
but-
PS5.
But I think it's going to run it. I think it's going to be awesome. I think they are announcing a PS5 Pro allegedly in the next year or two.
Okay.
And GTA 6 is probably not coming out until late 2024, early 2025.
That's
right?
bananas.
Isn't that bananas
though.
to
That's
think about?
Still crazy.
Yeah. So if there's like a pro version of the PS5, which is already a chunky system, dude,
Yeah.
like it's gonna meet it. But I am stoked.
Yes,
Dude, I am so fucking
Dude,
stoked
oh,
just
yeah,
to get an
yeah.
announcement because everybody sees the memes where it's like such and such happened before GTA 6. I saw someone say the Beatles came out with a new song before GTA 6 because Now and Then just came out like 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
It's like they
fucking
brought John
wild.
Lennon back from the dead to make one more song before Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
Fucking
it's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's one of those things too. I mean, they've there's more and more about Elder Scrolls 6 too coming out, and like so all of
Really?
these
I haven't
Um,
heard anything about Elder Scrolls
nothing like
6.
concrete,
Sure.
but like more than we've gotten in the
Uh-huh.
last what fucking year is it? Almost
Shit.
the last 12 years that
Huh.
we've been waiting for. You know, Skyrim's been out for 12 years.
That checks out. Do you know that Skyrim's been out for 12 years and they still charge $60 to buy Skyrim?
yeah.
You can go to GameStop right now, get Skyrim on any console, and it's going to be like $55-$60.
Yeah.
That's criminal.
That's criminal. It's well, and we always talk about the differences between it, and I'm like, that's insane. Also, I'm pretty sure GTA 5, Red Dead 2, and I bet Grand Theft Auto 6 will all be coming out in between Skyrim and Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
I would put money on
Absolutely.
it that all of those
Okay,
advancements in
okay.
huge games will have come out in between those.
You
two.
don't have an Xbox right now, do you? You
no.
haven't played Starfield.
No, I haven't played Starfield.
Okay.
I've heard good and then I heard bad and then good and then terrible things about Starfield.
Yeah, that's the thing. They put so much time into Starfield, and I've seen it, and it looks all right. It does not look like it should have taken as long as it fucking did, apparently.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens in Starfield, I guess.
What I heard was that the first 60 hours are like, wow, this is awesome. And then after that, you're like, this kind of sucks. Whereas Skyrim, you could put in like 500 hours and be like, this fucking rules.
Yeah, Skyrim still holds up. I
Yeah.
haven't played Skyrim in a minute,
No, I haven't
but
either.
I mean, it's a replayable
good.
game.
It is.
absolutely is.
Yeah.
At any rate, we're getting close to the end of our time here, Michael. So,
Yeah, sir.
Michael, anything else you want to talk about before we call it a day? We had a great story.
We did have a good story.
Got some good topics covered, current events.
Well, since
things
we're
like
since
that.
we're on the topic, and maybe this will be
Yes.
we'll save some of this for next episode.
Sure.
Maybe. But since we're on the topic of video games, I did get 3 new games I'm very excited about.
What did you get?
I got Kingdom Come Deliverance, which
Okay.
I've heard. Have you heard of it?
Nope.
Okay, it's like from what I hear, it is like the most realistic medieval video game. Like,
Okay.
So it kind of gives me almost Oblivion vibes right now,
Mhm.
but not necessarily. It's not high fantasy. It's pretty straightforward. But so far, super good. Not super into it,
Nice.
but really good. But very challenging. Like
Sure.
in the way of like you have to keep an eye on like your nutrition, your energy, your sleep.
Yep.
Your like if your clothes get dirty, people react to you differently. You have to.
I
keep
think you've told me
clean.
about this game actually. Now
It's-
that I think about
yeah,
it,
it's-
I've heard of this. Okay.
It's really in depth, but I
Sure.
feel like it's gonna be rewarding. It's one of those games that's
Sure.
like it's not gonna just like, oh, you just get better shit. It's like you actually have to get good at the game
Sure.
to
That's cool.
and so that's fun. I also got Texas Chainsaw Massacre that just came
Okay.
out pretty recently, and I'm really excited about it because it's the same people who made Friday the 13th, the video
Oh,
game,
sick.
which I
All
fucking
right.
love. But that
Sure.
game is dying soon.
Mhm.
In a couple months, it's like completely.
Wait, Friday the 13th?
Yeah, there was a whole legal
What?
battle that went for years,
Oh, that's fucked up.
and so then pretty much they couldn't have dedicated servers anymore. And then so like it was super glitchy and like kind of unstable. And then basically it was like, hey guys, at the end of 2023,
that fucking
it's just
sucks.
all
That
the
game
servers
is
are down.
classic.
It's
yeah, we
fucking
played
rad.
the fuck out of that
We
at your
did.
birthday like 2 years ago. I think, or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
So I love that game, but yeah, but they same people made this game.
Sure.
And I've played it a bit. It's a bit more challenging, but it's fun, and
Cool.
it gives me that horror survival or killer itch that Friday
Sure.
the 13th scratch. That's fun. And then also one I haven't started up yet is The Quarry, which is made by the same people who made a game called Until Dawn, which is one of the best
Oh!
horror games. Probably one of the best games I've ever played. That game is fucking brilliant.
I heard it's. I've seen some gameplay from it, like
Yeah.
way back in like 2014,
Critical
I think,
play.
or something. Critical play.
Critical played some of it.
I think I watched it during the PewDiePie fucking days. That's how
Oh,
old
sure.
it was.
Yeah.
When I was 12 and 13, I thought, oh, this guy's funny,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways,
But-
but it looked really good. I thought it was a text adventure,
No.
like a story game, like Detroit. No.
No, it's very not really a text adventure or anything like that. Like
Sure.
but it's decision based.
Sure.
Pretty much the whole thing is like every single decision, every step you take
Yeah.
affects the outcome of the game.
That's cool.
And so that's cool. And the Quarry seems to be similar vibe, stellar cast, and just that but bigger.
Sure.
So that's fun, and I'm excited to get into that. So yeah, I'll have some more to talk about on that next week.
Well, sick. Can't wait to hear all about it. Well,
But with
Michael,
that-
I'm excited for you. Listener, I'm so glad you joined us for this episode of M&A's Excellent Adventure Season 2, Episode 2, also known as Episode 102.
The Deucernator.
Tell us what you thought of the episode down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe because every little bit means the world to us. And ultimately, Michael, any parting words before we call it a day? Call it a night.
Make sure to contact us too at michaelandanthonyadventures@gmail.com. Hit us up with some premises if you got some ideas. Hit us up with some feedback. Hit us up with a, hey, I'd like to guest.
Anything.
Hit us up with a, hey, you should guest.
Oh.
Hit us up with whatever you got because we love that stuff. And doing
yeah.
guest submitted premises are so much fun. Premises,
So much fun.
I can never remember the right.
I love it.
But please interact with us. We'll interact with you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
And I love you too. Bye-bye.
Kisses.
All right.
You're not gonna get to slapping my claps.
I think the only way we can solve this is if I slapped him cheeks.